Hey, so I'm pretty sure everyone's already seen the incident of, World of T-shirts saying the gamer word at the casino. And I mean, this isn't the first time he did this, so I mean, not everyone's like surprised. Like, people that have seen the streams and so often have like seen Mr. Bass be like, "Hey, stop, Josh!" Like in the middle of the street. Whenever Josh dropped an N bomb, like he's done it twice in my memory that I can like 100% recall. But I figured this time, like he was yelling it at people of color, like while trying to lunge at someone. I figured at least he'd drop an apology or something. Like one of the other times that he said the N word or something equally racist and then blamed it on his disability that he claims he doesn't have most of the time, except when it's like beneficial to him, like that porch monkey incident, quote unquote.
I didn't know what porch monkey meant. I'm autistic. I didn't know.
Shame on you taking advantage
Shame on you! I'll sue your ass for millions of fucking dollars!
And it seems like no one really cares. Like, this obviously isn't the first time it happened, and it's probably not going to be the last. And I think he's like over like the fake apologies, because I think that's just something Mr. Bass made him do. So like, people don't come to his door or his apartment with the pitchforks and shit. But now that Mr. Bass can't, monetize this, he's not hanging out with World of T-shirts, and he's free to drop the gamer word as he likes. And instead of suing people for millions of dollars, he should be called World of Shirts, and then just print T-shirts with his catchphrases on them. Like porch monkey, nigger, disabled, there's people coming after me with knives, and then call it World of N-words. And then he'd make millions and millions of dollars, and then he'd be able to fly all across the country wherever he wanted. And then when he goes to those countries, like if he goes to France, he could drop a limited edition line of like a bunch of slurs in French. Or if he goes to Italy, he can have like the it's 5 o'clock somewhere, or it's 1700 somewhere, or I can't afford a lawyer, or you fucking N-word. And then he could team up with like Versace or Gucci or some shit, and then have like a high quality Italian, limited edition line. Kind of like how Supreme, teams up with Louis or Off-White occasionally. And it's kind of like genius because Supreme kind of started out the same. They were like this lame brand that was very niche and only like dirty skaters like Supreme. And then nowadays people literally line up around the block in Times Square just for a chance to like hopefully overpay for one before it's completely sold out, before they have to double overpay for it on fucking eBay. And now people are like lining up around it's not like the same as the Supreme lines, but people are definitely lining up back in the day. Like it did look like that a little bit around Michael Quinn's apartment when he first started doing his tours, and it was like you would see his face on like Times Square. I feel like he would still be able to afford, the Times Square billboard money, because that is expensive real estate. It's like a hot commodity. But so is World of T-shirts. Like, there's always going to be someone to watch him no matter what he does, because he's just an interesting, weird little fella. Like, listen to this crowd of fans chanting for him.
Streets will make you feel brand new. These lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York.
And at the time, I feel like this was a really wholesome thing, because these people had no way to predict or even like fathom what this would end up turning into. But I feel like there's more bad than good that came out of the fame, because I mean, giving like this young autistic kid a bunch of like fans, chanting his name and singing all the fucking famous moments and catchphrases from him, and giving him a whole career basically streaming online and making content did do a lot of good for him. Like, he wouldn't be traveling the world and meeting a lot of these people. But nowadays I feel like when he travels the world, it's to immediately go to a hotel and then either go to the closest bar or go to the hotel bar and then drink as much as he can. And then while streaming, like hoping that the stream pays for his drinks. Or he goes straight to the casino and then gambles a bunch and then, probably gets super fucked up there because a lot of casinos give you free drinks hoping you'll lose more money gambling. And then when he meets people, it's to like scream in the middle of the street if they ever say that they're gonna steal his hat or his phone, or like if they ever say that his content just sucks or anything he doesn't like. He just always screams and then does the fake, someone's after me with a knife, which we know is like not even a delusion. It's just something he does because he knows he can get away with it, and he has before.
No, come on. Oh my God. There's so many after me.
Like either he genuinely is schizophrenic and needs to be put in a mental hospital, or he just likes seeing how far he can push like social norms and like scream at the top of his lungs down the street and jump on cars. Either that, or Mr. Bass told him that like having a huge meltdown on camera is top tier content, and that's how you get views every time, and that's just a way to do it. And I couldn't tell you like guaranteed which one is right, but I can tell you like he 100% knows what he's doing is wrong and immoral, and he just thinks it's funny to like act like a completely wild animal in public, just knowing he won't get in trouble for it at all. And I mean, like, it kind of like manifests it into reality, because it's like if a zoo animal escapes its enclosure and it like kills a bunch of people, I mean, people aren't gonna blame the animal. They're gonna be like, yeah, it was out of its environment and it had no idea what the hell to do. It's the same thing when Josh leaves his environment of New York and then goes to Atlantic City and then, drops a couple N-bombs on his way out, of the casino doors, and then immediately runs back in screaming that someone's chasing him with a knife. It's just what happens with World of T-Shirts, and you should expect it at this point. He's just a silly little guy. He likes his whiskey neat and his inwards in the street.
I think I'll take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, and in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me.
And if you're wondering why the video looks really messed up, it's because in the original, he's, as this fellow raccoon says, shaking with excitement, so the AI can't even like keep up, because no computer can even come close to the power of Joshua Black, because he's so excited because he rarely drinks, so this little treat has him absolutely shaking from excitement. Honestly, there's already a million different celebrity alcohol brands, so someone just needs to make a World of T-Shirts brand and like include a free sailor hat with every bottle or something, and then he'd actually be like a rich millionaire, because he always wants to flex the lifestyle of like traveling to like 100 different countries, or at least that's his goal, because like he always complains that he's only been to 30 and other people have been to like more than him. But now he could actually like do it and prove himself, because he would be the perfect marketing person. Think about it, like people would see him and be like, wow, this must be good, like I gotta buy this product because I'm gonna love it, apparently, because this guy loves it so much. Look how much he drinks every day. Like maybe I'll want to drink that much every day with this product. And I know a lot of corporations are really uptight about that, but you could probably find one that would let you get away with that, because quality doesn't really matter. I mean, at the end of the day, like vodka is just vodka. I mean, like it's alcohol, like it's FDA regulated. It should all be like the same mostly. I mean, it's all FDA regulated. It's alcohol, And something like World of T-Shirts content, people won't really care about the quality. It's just more about the novelty, and like, who wouldn't want to do it? Like, who wouldn't want to buy this? It's a World of T-Shirts. The other day, someone said World of T-Shirts is like Hello Kitty for guys, and it's honestly true. It's literally like the best comedy / tragedy that mankind has ever known. Literally better than any sort of literature, TV show, movie, any sort of media that I've ever seen, or any human has ever conceived. And speaking of World of T-Shirts traveling, soon he's going to Vegas, or soon he'll be in Vegas because he's already going. And the funniest part about it is that every single video, literally every single one except for one, is just him either drinking at the airport bar or drinking on the plane. And it's kind of funny, but kind of sad at the same time. And I kind of want to see Josh not crash out too hard, but we got to see him get kicked from at least one Vegas casino. I don't know like how the black book works. If you just get kicked out, you get kicked out from them all, or if you have to like be cheating or commit a crime. But if he gets on the black book, that's probably only good for him because I mean, then he could gamble like a lot less. And not because he'll lose his money. I mean like the casinos will, and he needs to save some for the rest of us because I mean, with him on the tables by the time he's done, it's just going to be a barren desert wasteland out there. Like they're going to be foreclosed and bankrupt. Once he hits it big, he can afford all the $30 drinks he wants and take over the world.
I just spent $65 at an airport bar for 2 drinks. They can't do that. That's highway robbery. Luckily, I put it on my credit card so I can get that 3% cash back on dining.
Alright, I have kind of a weird question. Is it just me, or is anybody else kind of interested in like how much credit card debt he's in? Because I never thought about this. I remember when he got one when he was streaming with Mr. Bass a while ago, and then like 2 weeks later after getting it, he was screaming that he was gonna sue Chase.
I'm suing Chase Bank because the $20 bill ripped when I put it in the machine.
Try this one.
Switch to a credit union.
And just knowing like how entitled he is and how like bad he is with you know, managing his whole life in general, I can just assume he has a lot of debt, like maybe a couple tens of thousands. I'm gonna say like 20 grand. Drinking game, take a shot for every dollar that World of T-Shirts is in credit card debt. You'll probably end up like him. No, but for real though, what credit card companies do is that they see someone that goes on vacations a bunch and goes out to a bunch of bars and has tabs all over the place and shit, which is great for slowly accumulating debt. And then they like increase your credit line, and then they increase it, and then eventually in like 20 years you're gonna be like bankrupt, and you're gonna be like fighting to you know, pay your bills and pay your credit card just to get you know, any chance of having a future. It's kind of fucked, but like that's what these companies are best at, and it's how they make like trillions and trillions of dollars. And hopefully he doesn't fall into this trap, because he's like the perfect candidate for someone that like, you know, would fall into a bunch of debt, because he's always on fucking vacation, I swear to God. Also, some quick breaking news. World of T-Shirts uploaded a new TikTok, and he's still on the plane apparently. It's a long ass flight.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
I kind of wonder when he's gonna like first post when he gets to Vegas, but it's gonna be a great arc in his storyline. I think his first post is definitely gonna be him getting a drink as soon as his plane touches down, and he's gonna get a drink in the airport bar or some shit. That's probably like 99% what's gonna happen. Hell, he might not even have enough money to like go to the casino after the airport bar after like $30 a drink. He's gonna be drowning like a moth to a flame like immediately. Also, the fact that he says I hope I get rich is immediately like a red flag. Like, if you come to Vegas hoping you get rich, it's probably not gonna, you know, work out for you in the end. Because like, how many people that are already rich and famous celebrities that travel to 100 countries say I hope I get rich when they go to Vegas? Like, they're already rich. Also, for some reason, Josh keeps doing this stupid thing where every single video is tagged with hashtag Hulu's Chippendale Dance. For some reason, it used to be a TikTok meta like over a year ago. Like, I guess it would give you 1% more views or some bullshit. But now Josh just keeps using it like for every single video, and it's honestly so annoying. And it makes it impossible to Google any of his videos, which is probably something he does on purpose. But I feel like all it does is make people like have to go out of their way to, categorize categorize everything in like absolute detail. Because now instead of seeing a video and forgetting about it, you would have to like actually go to the Reddit and look up the recap or look up a local YouTuber like Smokey MCC or some shit. I just don't know why Josh doesn't like getting views on his page. But all I guess that matters is donations on stream. Or how does he get money now? I tried looking this up yesterday and I literally couldn't find an answer. Ever since Mr. Bass got banned from YouTube, he's like, well, I can't monetize this, so I'm out. And then he hasn't been seen near Josh ever since. But how does like Josh monetize this shit like in Atlantic City? Because in Atlantic City he didn't really, have a good time and didn't seem to make a lot of money. I don't know, maybe he is like doing a stream or something and making a bunch of money on TTS, but he probably isn't able to like completely monetize it the way Mr. Bass did, because that's literally all he cared about. But I don't see Josh like maintaining a sustainable streaming career without someone like actually keeping him in line. Maybe not Mr. Bass, but like an actual manager that tells him not to say the N-word and like attack people on the street. But that's pretty much it for the video. There's been no new updates since that last plane video. By the time this goes up, he's probably going to be a billionaire anyway, so all of this is going to be like completely null and void. But like and subscribe and you're going to hit it big in Vegas. Guaranteed.